For 50 years, a secret weapon lay buried in the archives of the former Soviet Union, a device not of fire and fury, but of mind and emotion. This is not science fiction, it's a hidden chapter of our own history. The Soviets called it Project Ecosphere. Imagine a machine that could project thoughts, sow confusion, or instill calm across an entire continent. Concealed beneath the steppes of Kazakhstan, under the guise of a weather station, the Soviets built something extraordinary. It was a marvel of engineering designed for psychological warfare, a way to win a war without firing a shot. The project was so secret, even many in the Kremlin knew nothing of it. For decades it was a ghost story among spies, a rumor dismissed as fantasy. But the ghost was real. The Ecosphere was the Soviets' ultimate checkmate in the Cold War, a weapon to conquer the mind, the last frontier. Its story forces us to reconsider what we know about the Cold War. It wasn't just a standoff of armies and nukes, but a war for the human mind. As we uncover this 50-year-old secret, we reveal not just forgotten technology, but a profound truth about power and control. The Ecosphere's legacy challenges our understanding of the past and warns us about the future. Today, for the first time, the world learns the truth. This is the story of Project Ecosphere, a journey into the heart of a secret world, and a warning that echoes into our present. To understand the Ecosphere, we must return to the Cold War, a world split between the United States and the Soviet Union. Democracy and capitalism clashed with communism, creating a deep divide. The Cold War was fought not with armies, but with spies, propaganda, and the threat of nuclear annihilation. Fear and suspicion ruled daily life. Secrets were currency. Intelligence agencies like the CIA and KGB operated in the shadows, stealing secrets and spreading misinformation. The race for technological superiority led to the moon landing, computers, and the internet, but also to weapons of unimaginable power. Both sides built thousands of nuclear bombs, creating a balance of terror, known as mutually assured destruction. The Soviets sought an edge that didn't risk nuclear war, a weapon to neutralize the enemy without destruction. They turned to their brightest minds, asking, how do you win a war for the mind? Thus, Project Ecosphere was born. It was conceived in secrecy, driven by the desire to control not just territory, but thought itself. The leaders wanted a weapon that could undermine the United States from within. The idea targeted the enemy's greatest vulnerability, the minds of its people. In the shadows of the Cold War, the seeds of the Ecosphere took root. It was a new kind of weapon for a new kind of war. The battlefield was invisible. The stakes, the very consciousness of a nation. The Cold War's shadow hid more than bombs. It hid the war for the mind, and the Ecosphere was its ultimate weapon. Project Ecosphere began in the late 1960s, as the Soviets explored fringe science for any advantage. Dr. Alexei Volkov theorized that the human brain could be influenced by low-frequency radio waves, modulated in precise ways. His idea, use the Earth's ionosphere as a resonance chamber to broadcast signals that could subtly affect neural pathways. The chosen site was Aralsk 7, a secret city near the Aral Sea. There, a massive array of antennas formed a perfect circle, with a nuclear-powered emitter buried deep underground. The facility was disguised as a meteorological outpost, its true purpose known only to a select few. Thousands worked in secrecy, believing they were building a communication system, or radar. The real challenge: generating a stable modulated wave that could influence the brain without causing harm. Experiments began on animals, then, chillingly, on political prisoners. The Ecosphere was taking shape, a weapon designed to whisper into the minds of millions. The Ecosphere was not a blunt instrument, but a weapon of subtlety. Its central emitter generated a low-frequency carrier wave, blending into the Earth's natural background radiation. This wave bounced off the ionosphere, blanketing vast areas, potentially all of North America. The real power lay in the modulation. A secondary, information-rich signal mimicked the brain's own frequencies. Years of research mapped the electrical patterns linked to fear, confusion, and apathy. The Ecosphere signal was designed to nudge millions toward these states. The effect was gradual, an increase in anxiety, fatigue, and mistrust. Society would slowly unravel, blaming politics or economics, never suspecting an invisible attack. The weapon's beauty, from the Soviet perspective, was its deniability. No one would know they were under assault. The Ecosphere was a silent symphony, orchestrating unrest from afar. It was psychological warfare on a scale never before imagined. The ultimate goal, make a nation defeat itself. The world would see only chaos, never the hand that caused it. The ecosphere was the perfect invisible weapon. Its influence was insidious, its presence undetectable, and its legacy chilling. Concealing the ecosphere was a feat of deception. Aralsk 7 was remote, surrounded by desert and salt flats, a city unto itself. The antenna array was camouflaged, explained away as radar or scientific equipment. The nuclear-powered emitter was buried deep, hidden beneath a fake telescope foundation. Secrecy was enforced by compartmentalization. Few knew the full truth. Misinformation was weaponized. Rumors of psychic research were encouraged, but painted as failures or absurdities. Western intelligence dismissed the program as pseudoscience, never suspecting the reality. The culture of fear within the Soviet system kept secrets safe. Even as rumors leaked, the real project remained invisible. The ecosphere's greatest shield was disbelief. The world laughed at the idea of mind control. Meanwhile, the real weapon operated in silence. In the late 1970s, a strange tapping sound, dubbed the Russian woodpecker, was heard on shortwave radios worldwide. Western agencies traced it to a radar system near Chernobyl, a perfect cover for Soviet ELF research, but anomalies in the signal sparked fringe theories. Weather control, even mind control. Mainstream experts dismissed these as science fiction, convinced the brain was immune to such weak signals. The Soviets' misinformation campaign had worked. The real weapon was hidden behind a wall of skepticism. The woodpecker became Cold War folklore, its true purpose forgotten after Chernobyl. Meanwhile, the ecosphere at Aralsk 7 operated in total secrecy. The world focused on the loud tapping, never noticing the silent symphony. The myth buried the reality. No one looked for what they believed could not exist. The ecosphere's existence was protected by disbelief. Its influence, if any, went undetected. The perfect cover for a weapon of the mind. The collapse of the Soviet Union unleashed a flood of secrets, but the ecosphere remained hidden. Its records were destroyed or locked away, its city abandoned. The first clues surfaced decades later. Satellite images revealed a strange circular pattern near the old Aralsk 7 site. Most dismissed it, but historian Dr. Elena Petrova noticed a pattern of neurological disorders among former staff. Digging deeper, she found a diary describing the instrument and its silent music. The pieces fit. The health problems were linked to exposure to the weapons field. Petrova's research connected the dots. This was no weather station. The ecosphere's outline was etched into the earth, its effects recorded in medical files. The truth was emerging, not from archives but from scars left on people and land. The myth was unraveling. The real story was about to be revealed. In 2024, Dr. Petrova led a team to the ruins of Aralsk 7. Beneath the surface, they found a vast underground complex, analog computers, control rooms, and a map of North America still on display. The most shocking discovery: operational logs stored on magnetic tapes. These logs detailed transmission campaigns targeting the US during elections and crises. Notes described frequencies for heightened social anxiety and cognitive dissonance. The evidence was clear. The Soviets had built and used a mass mind influence weapon. The full impact on history may never be known. Did it sway elections? Deepen divisions? We can only speculate. But the attempt itself changes our understanding of the Cold War. The myth of the Russian woodpecker was a smokescreen for a far more disturbing reality. The ecosphere was real, and it was used. The truth had finally surfaced. The ecosphere's discovery is more than a historical curiosity. It's a warning. If such manipulation was possible with 1970s technology, what's possible now? Today, influence is digital, global, and far more precise. Social media algorithms, disinformation, and viral content can shape beliefs and sow division instantly. The battlefield is now the human mind. The weapons are algorithms and targeted information. A foreign power no longer needs a giant transmitter, just a network of bots or a viral post. The goal remains: to make a society turn against itself to win without firing a shot. The story of the ecosphere reminds us to be vigilant, to question what we see and feel. We must recognize how easily our perceptions can be manipulated. The technology has changed, but the ambition to control minds endures. Understanding the ecosphere is the first step in defending ourselves. We must value open debate, diverse perspectives, and critical thinking. The silent symphony has faded, but its echo warns us still. The real war is for our minds, and the best defense is awareness.